Hello and welcome to morning meeting. I don't know. Where's my camera? There's usually a camera.
The middle.
Just the middle camera?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I felt so lost. I was just looking into the space of nothing over there.
Yeah, the one that's on me is not going to be used in the edit, I don't think.
You just want it for your own? Send it out to your people?
Yeah, that's on Patreon.
Yeah. You have a Patreon. Just is a solo camera of me listening and talking. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the morning meeting. My name's Jimmy. I'm joined by Matty, and we are talking about the company, a little behind the scenes of the company, building Jomboy Media, a lot of YouTube stuff and algorithms. We might have a guest join us today. Someone requested to come on. But before we do that, make sure you close your eyes and listen to this song. All right.
And like and subscribe while you listen to the song.
Yeah. And I have a game for Matty halfway through the show. In your face.
Yeah, no, you gave it away kind of because I saw you printing and then you told me not to look. So I thought that was coming.
Well, you don't know what the game is.
It's 2023 recap.
It involves 2023. Putting your brain to the test. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. I was woken up at 3 a.m. or 2:50 something, 3 a.m. By the neighbors. So that was annoying. But Hamilton last night was really good. Emily won the Broadway.
Oh, wow. Yeah, forgot.
She won the Broadway lottery, which is cool. So we got to see Hamilton for $10 each. And we won the seats they just randomly assigned front row. It's crazy.
That is nuts. Do you feel too close? Sometimes I've sat in too close and I'm like, oh, you're just people.
I didn't feel that. I did appreciate.
Like I was just watching them as like people doing the play, not just watching the play when I was really close.
Yeah, I'd seen it before. So I'm glad that I had seen it before. If this was my only time, I would have felt weird. But this gave me like a different viewpoint, or like what I was watching was different than when I could see the whole stage like from afar. So it was cool.
I'm going to send a Slack link real quick to a Mr. Potter scene from It's a Wonderful Life. Do you know who Mr. Potter is?
No, Harry's dad, but otherwise, no.
Harry's dad? No. No, wrong. Wrong. Mr. Potter is this guy.
Not necessarily wrong, by the way.
Anyway, Mr. Potter, Jake's doing, we're recording commercials today where Jake is playing a character, and I want him to do it as Mr. Potter. Nice. Mr. Potter gets like wheeled into the room at one point. He's a bad guy. So what's going on? You find that mic?
No, look.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Good
come
job.
on.
I didn't do the agenda or the rundown. Having no camera to look at really threw me off.
Yeah, it did.
I was just talking to a wall. It was real weird. Anyway, topics. Jack Doyle's the special guest. Shit!
You started with the bottom topic?
I read it. I spoiled the whole thing.
He also might be in the thumbnail, so it might have already been spoiled.
Okay. All right. We had our all hands meeting. Oh, we have our all hands meeting coming up today. We had a leaders meeting. We have a leaders retreat tomorrow. No, Thursday. We're filming in the warehouse tomorrow. I'm all confused, Matty.
Let me do this.
My brain's garbage.
We shot what is currently a secret video in the warehouse last week on Thursday and Friday, so we might try to tiptoe around and give a little bit of a sneak peek there. The holidays are coming up. Like Jimmy said, we have an all hands later today and then a leaders retreat on Friday. We had some guests visit the office on Monday, which was fun. And like you said, Jack Doyle may or may not be coming in at some point, and then we'll get to, we actually got a number of good questions. So the second half of the show is going to be answering all those questions. And for next week, leave comments below of what behind the scenes info you'd like to know for them. So to start, we can't spoil anything. You will find out at the beginning of January what we've been filming in the warehouse. But how did you feel it went last week?
Fun. It's I keep giving more and more like little clues into what it is. You know, if they watch the JM Live, on Jam Entertainment, we went over it kind of closely. So I feel less and less burdened to keep it like a big secret because there's other things that are really we don't want out until like we can announce it in a fun way. But we're filming a new league that is in the same vein as the Roulette League, but bigger, different, better, and fun. And it involves a lot of the people it's all local players. So we filmed 3 games Thursday and 3 games for last Friday, and that's kind of the first half. And then this Thursday, tomorrow, we filmed 4 games. I thought it went really well. It is ball and play. I think that's kind of out there. I think Joe's is out there. And it's going to be the first tournament that hits the YouTube channel in 2024.
Yep.
I was really pumped when we put out the best highlights on the Warehouse Games channel. Then there was a lot of comments. It was like, this made me forget. This reminded me how fun ball and play was. We had a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And I love when the audience kind of gets like ready for what we're about to do next without knowing it, because that's what my sentiment's been watching last ball and play to get the cameras ready and get the stat keeping ready and just like, oh, what did we do? What did we change? And what did we learn to set up for this one? I was like, fuck, this is really fun. A really fun sport to watch. Every ball, there's diving play. Are they going to run? Are they not going to run? And there's a throwing. There's just like a ton of like weird action on every ball. So I am even more convinced that once we get through the barrier of getting people to click on it and watch something they don't know what they is and having to learn new rules, it is like one of the more enjoyable. And I think it's the most warehouse game we have. Most like rec league or like, elementary school, but adults are playing it game we have.
Yeah.
They should play this in middle school gyms.
Yes. Yes.
It really should.
You
said it's your favorite game to play.
Yeah. I had the chance to play in some of the practice, and yeah, it was really fun to play. I think I would stink at blitzball if there's actual pitchers pitching, and floorball not goalie. I think I'd be a good goalie, but floorball not goalie, I think I would stink. So this might be the layup to be the most fun game, but yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow when we play again.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. Next week, I don't think that a morning will be dropping next Wednesday, correct? It's an off week.
Yeah, it's Christmas. It would probably do poorly anyway. But when are we dropping the interview show that we did? Feeling this.
To start
Should
January.
Should that be the intro? Should we have just like the one riff of Blink-182? I'm feeling this.
I don't know the riff, but I'll go get it.
Sang it perfectly.
Right.
Where do we go from here? I'm feeling this. That's it. Then the show starts.
I could do that.
Because it's all about feelings, right?
Yeah. That's in January too. A little new content coming.
Oh, Wani, I'll share everyone the text I sent you the other day. That made me laugh. Because I was really asleep. I was falling asleep, and I was really close to being asleep, and then I had an idea. Because I was thinking about how I like having this show on this channel as like the steady, and then I want to do more ideas. I haven't been able to do a bunch of the things I want to do, like music, movies, talking, because I just don't have time. I have free time, I'm doing other stuff. And then I thought, well, that Friday, when we filmed 8 of those in the one Friday, I could find a Friday to do that, because it's just kind of like a different brain exercise if people enjoy them. So I was trying to think of the next thing we do.
Right. Yes. We filmed 8 of this, or 7 or 8 of this one new series that will come out in January.
It was very flippant. I had the idea during one of these episodes, and then we just did it, which I love. Like that's mainly how I always pitch the company, or used to, and I still kind of do. Is like, if you have an idea, just do it. And so I was very excited to like have one and be like, let's just do it. And I had another idea while I was sleeping. That's a little different, a little more weird.
It is, yeah. When you
do you get it? Do you know what it is?
Yeah. But when you sent it, I was like, ooh, how am I going to thumbnail this?
And title it? Yeah, that is tough. But we could figure it out. But I would get a bunch of people. What did I? Oh, morning solo. This is what I texted Matty. It was 8:45 Sunday, which is my bedtime. Morning solo video idea as a moments away from biting sleep. I meant fighting sleep. Bracket of virtues. Good night.
Yeah, I mean 8:45. I had already fallen asleep earlier and then was back awake.
And then I thought, like, I like music, and maybe I can invite people in, and it could be like our version of New Music Friday. We could do where like Taylor likes a song and she like plays it for me, and we talk about it, or I like a song. For those to get views, they have to be somewhat known songs or artists.
It also just treads a line of copyright too.
Yeah, but you can tread that because there's so many channels that do that.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned next week because I was curious if you had any holiday plans coming up.
Going to Courtney's for Christmas Eve and my aunt's for Christmas Day and opening presents and stuff.
Nice.
I went to the mall the other day. That was fun.
Do you Santa pick?
No, I went by myself.
Oh, okay.
Just to get some shopping done.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. I like got myself to a kind of like I've been explaining this a bunch lately. Just like it was a holiday season. It was so crowded. It took like 10 minutes just to get off the exit for the Willowbrook Mall in New Jersey because the other towns in New Jersey are closed on Sundays because they don't want all of Manhattan coming. Paramus Mall's closed, which is a huge mall.
American Dream?
No, that's open.
Yeah, definitely.
But I embraced the chaoticness. Katie would have hated it. I texted her. I was like, you're lucky you didn't come. Like, you would hate this. It was so crowded.
Does James have any concept of like Christmas is coming?
No, I think next year he will. But I think this year he'll rip open packages and be like, oh, and want to play with shit. Which last year he didn't even do that.
Yeah.
He was so dumb. He was real dumb last year. 0 words.
Yeah. Dumb.
Not steady.
Santa's not a thing yet.
No. Otherwise we'd be bribing the shit out of him with it. But now all we can bribe him with is Olipop.
The drink?
Lollipops.
Oh. Olipop is a drink.
I want an Olipop. Well, that's just how he says lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or bananas. He's back on a banana kick. Eats like 5 bananas a day. Or a night, I should say. He had 2 on the couch with me just as a nightcap. Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you think you'd do Elf on the Shelf?
I've never done Elf on the Shelf. To be honest, I don't really know what it is. You put an elf on the shelf, and then what happens?
I mean, this is
I think
new to me.
my sister, because I think Courtney does it. But yeah, and this might piss. It's one of those things where I'm like, some people do that. My family doesn't do that. But I don't even know what it is.
No, I think it's because it started so recently. Maybe your family's different because Courtney's at the spot where she could do it. But like my family doesn't do that either. But it became a thing too late.
The idea is simple. A family adopts a scout elf who has the important job of being Santa's eyes and ears during the busy Christmas season. The elf heads back to the North Pole each night to report on the children's behavior, then reports in the morning where he will perch in a new spot in the home. What? That sounds like so much work. You got to move the elf every night as a parent?
Every night, and the kid can't touch it. If the kid touches it, they're on the naughty list. That's a thing. I know that.
Jeez. We'd had baby Jesus in our like little
right.
Our manger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you have mangers?
Yeah, 2.
You had 2?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who was the second one for the animals? They all hung out together.
No, one was like a glass nice one, and then one was under the tree.
We had a manger. It was pretty cool. The hay thing and angels and the wise men and all that shit. But it was like Jesus isn't born yet, so he didn't go out on the manger until Christmas Day. And I think we get to take turns hiding him from the family. Like, no, I hide Jesus this time.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Religion's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Super weird.
Play that game where you put the pickle in the tree?
No.
Neither did I.
My family plays this game called cumbering, and it's not a holiday thing. It mostly happens in the summer. Basically, if you end up in possession of a cucumber, you got cumbered. And the only way to get rid of it is to put it in someone else's possession without them knowing. Like sneak it into their pocket or like the hood of their hoodie.
Yeah.
But when you have the cucumber, no one really wants you around.
Right.
Because they have the whole party go, oh, you just got cumbered.
You had that video, I think it was Christmas, where you did that box thing and then you fell.
Oh, yeah. When I realized I looked like I had a toupee on my head. I had gray hair. I almost hit my knee. Yeah, that was like you have to bite I think that's a game. You have to bite the box on the ground. I did it, and then I fell.
Hard.
Real hard. Yeah. Almost knocked the whole tree down.
Yeah.
I ran to the train this morning, missed it. I thought it was a 6:05 train. It's 6:01. I cursed out the train the whole way to the office,
including when you got in. You told me right away.
I just checked. It's a 6:01 train. I had it wrong. I sprinted from my sister's house to the train. It's freezing cold, 6 in the morning, just to get to the spot where I could get eyes on the train to see it leave. Sucked.
Yeah,
I hated it. So then I drove in.
That's crazy. We have an all hands meeting later today. This episode will come out after the all hands. Anything you want to share?
You're out. That's the all hands. Is like Matty's done.
That's what's in the all hands.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
okay,
spoiled. It doesn't come out till afterwards, so that's not ruined for you now.
It's ruined for Rob Moretti, who has to edit it.
Yeah, that is. I'm trying to help Rob out because he's a little under the gun. So I have a weird to-do list.
No
today.
fault of his own.
Yeah, no fault of his own. I have a very odd to-do list. I was making it in my head as I was driving in, and I was like, they're all tasks that usually aren't on my to-do list because I crushed Monday and Tuesday. I got in really early Monday. But I did. I feel very accomplished. I did a lot. And then, but today's weird, so I'm going to try and help out with the. Oh,
you see that?
I almost gave away the name of the new league.
Yeah.
Which may be out there. I don't know. Anyway, what was the question? My brain's garbage today.
Yeah. I said, there's no chance that you're going to have an actual answer, so it's a bad question. But I said, is there anything from the all hands that you want to tell everybody? But I don't think you're at the point where you know what's being said at 12:30.
I know. Well, I mean, it's everything that we did in the leaders yesterday, but
it's
that
not
I want to tell.
crazy
That I want to tell these people. No,
interesting.
No, we're shouting out a bunch of employees.
Yeah.
That, have been. You know what we should do after
website
after our leaders retreat, which is Friday. We can do an episode kind of breaking down the year, like when we get back. Although that's tough. Are we going to do an episode in between Christmas and January 1st? No, because that's what you just asked. And when we get to January, you don't want to look back. Once the calendar changes, I'm not looking at 2023. No, thank you.
Yeah.
So maybe we can, though, do it once. Because I'm trying to get all these fun. I'm trying to build I'm opening our leaders retreat Friday. And I'm recapping the year. That's what I'm doing. And I want to, the game for Matthew has just arrived. And I have decided I want to remind people how fucking awesome we are. So I'm pulling all this data.
You think Rob's going to cut to that door cam when Sam came in?
Yeah, maybe when Jack comes in too. Although, he is under the gun, so we can't give him too much editing here.
No, Rob, don't do that.
If it's a 3-camera switch, it wouldn't be that hard. And Rob's pretty efficient. He's pretty fast. The intro and outro music he's been using, people have really liked it.
I know, people say that.
Yeah.
All right, last tidbit before we call Jack in. Players visited the office on Monday, so shout out to Matt Gata, who he was the agent, and then he brought Aiden, Joe, and Joe.
Yeah, that was fun. Bunch of Northeast baseball players, which was cool because I was trying to think, why are they in the city in rainy January? And then we were talking like all from the area. Mm-hmm. They had fun. I thought that was cool. And we played some games with them and did that. I had a very busy Monday, so I was kind of in and out. Like I couldn't take the fringes of the recording off. It was just like deep in the weeds.
Yeah. Joe LaSorsa was one of the people that was here, and he's a dedicated listener to this show. So
really?
No. I was going to say, and he'll definitely hear this.
Oh,
but
I
want him to know that he's very funny.
Oh, okay.
He won't never hear that.
He'll never hear that. Yeah. That's is Jack with us to the end of the show?
No.
You're going to give
we
him
got like 20 minutes of Jack, and then we're going to do questions.
Let me see if...
oh, you want to do this now?
No. I'll do this at the end of the show. The game I made for you, I'll do it at the end of the show.
All right. So let me get Jack, and then we'll have him for 15 minutes.
Matty's going to get Jack. I've got a game for Matty. Make him look foolish. It's Wednesday in New York. Did you see JM Live Panic going live to... It's pretty funny. Going live or man on the street is so tough, but Pennick did it. All right, here comes Jack Doyle. Before we bring Jack Doyle in, I want to share some good news. The morning meeting has grown, and we now have some advertisers. So thank you for getting us to this spot, and thanks to Factor for working with us. I actually eat Factor. I enjoy it. They sent some to me, and I liked it, and then I got myself some more. You can get Factor at factormeals.com/meeting50. Meeting50. If you use code meeting50, you get 50% off. That's code meeting50 at factormeals.com/meeting50 to get 50% off. Ready in 2 minutes. They got tons of different options. Mindless. That's the key to being successful and having a good day. That's why all the rich people wear the same outfit every day. You just less decisions on non-things that matter, more decisions on things that matter. Factor takes one decision out of your day, and I appreciate them for that.
Hello.
Spoiler-free episode, so everything you say has to be clouded in mystery.
Okay.
You requested to come on?
I did.
You have updates for us? Is that what's happening? I really don't know what's happening.
I never know what's happening.
Neither
Except
do
for
I.
now, kinda.
How was your yesterday?
My yesterday was good. A lot of sharp chest pain, but other than that,
That
kinda
doesn't
good.
sound fun.
Yeah, but that could also be the clouded in mystery part.
I like your sweatshirt.
Thank you. I'm really hoping it catches on. I kind of do this thing where I have this dream where I wear weird things, and then it becomes like the biggest thing ever.
Like
And then
Gone
we sell
Fishing
it.
shirt.
Yeah.
People bought that.
The only
People
thing
bought
is
it.
like the merch doesn't sell unless you promote the fuck out of it.
Yeah. But
Like,
even
it's
me,
hard
like,
to have a sneaky, like an
is hard.
underground merch movement.
I think the sneakies are so sneaky.
Yes.
Because I would wear my commit tax fraud that wasn't built by me.
Yeah.
But all the comments would be, where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
Yeah.
I'm wearing piss on my shirt, and no one asked about it at all.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, now I'm just wearing the shirt for
I wear it a lot.
I think it's a great shirt.
I played in it last week underneath my jersey.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think one of my theories is it looks too good. Like Matt made it. It looks like a shirt.
Yeah, it doesn't catch the eye in like a, I gotta see that.
Bleep that out.
Bleep that.
Bleep that.
Bleed it is actually what we do.
I've been asking
You gotta put a
Rob
goat
to
noise in
make
front of it.
so many edits to this. Don't do that, Rob.
Bleed it out.
Either.
Bleed it out.
Matty's going to lose this game. Matty, you thought you made a hard game for me last week? You're fucking done.
I never said that. I thought it was easy.
You're done, dude. You're so out.
I have a reacting thing. So another thing for Rob.
This
Okay.
is for Rob.
Last episode,
Yeah.
which is what, years?
Years.
Years ago.
In our life, years.
Years.
But probably
And
8 months.
Other seats.
We were in other seats.
Yeah, that's true.
I had my first ever 2 videos I created.
What happened? You're not recording?
No. I'm sitting. I forgot the camera's here. I got hair in the shot.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
so I've just been off camera the entire time. Matty didn't give me a camera. I opened up the show talking to a wall, and I've been thrown since.
Yeah, I put my self camera where
That's
you
good.
are. Yeah.
Okay.
He's taking.
Oh, is this your first ever TikTok?
Yeah, I had my first ever 2. So you can try to
Or
see that.
Vine? But it was TikTok, but you were doing Vines on TikTok. That was when you came on the show.
Yeah, this was early 2019 TikTok.
I have a good memory. I remember what this is.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
But you don't know the second
You're
one.
mowing the lawn or something.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why do you have
Kind
that
of a hitter.
lawnmower?
That's what I used to mow my lawn.
Wow. That's,
It was my grandmother's.
I would guess Zoe's family uses that.
Yeah, no, they use like scissors.
Yeah. They're all the kids cutting the lawn.
And
Hands
then-
knees.
So that went crazy. So obviously, what I have to follow it up with something.
Yeah.
This one didn't do as well. This might be copyright.
It's bananas and watermelons on a dish and another.
I went kind of horror.
Yeah. You got dark on people.
Yeah, that one did really bad. I think that got like 200 views.
You should have blurred your face and then it would have done better. Just for the cloud
of
of
mystery. Yeah.
Who is he? Watermelon head.
Yeah, it's just me.
That probably took way more effort too than the first one
So
to put a
much.
watermelon on your
I had
head.
to carve it out. It was not worth that at all.
I wonder if he posted that first. It would have gotten the TikTok views. You know,
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
We're filming Jake's Mr. Potter thing today, where he's Mr. DraftKings.
Oh, Mr. Drafting, yeah.
We-
I had mine.
Jake and I kept trying to tell Jake my vision, and Jack understood, and Jake kept really not getting it. Remember when I was like, you have to say, I bet you will, or I bet you won't?
Oh, yeah.
And he kept saying, like...
He's deep in the character.
Yeah. I was like, I think you just say, I bet you will, or I bet you won't.
Yeah.
And he kept saying he was going to respond like, maybe. I was like, what? No, that ruins the whole point.
Yeah. Well, I think bet doesn't sound good in the voice, and the voice is good. But bet is really the key word there.
I bet you will. He's like a dying old man.
Yeah. A ting.
Mr. DraftKings.
A ting on the
I
edge.
bet you won't. I don't know. Forget it.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't forget it. Do you guys do questions?
We do questions.
I have more questions, but I don't know if your guys are questioned out.
We haven't done questions yet.
Oh, okay.
You can ask. You want to ask questions?
Now I keep looking at that poll.
Yeah, it's just nothing's over there.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we'll alternate.
Oh, you go first.
You have questions on your phone?
I have questions on my phone.
Do we have questions for Jack?
He can answer these.
Okay.
Sounds like a no. Where do you come up with the most ideas?
Where or when or
Where?
same thing?
Same.
Airplane, massage, haircut, or right as I'm about to fall asleep.
Haircut's a really good one.
Those are like the only 4 places I come up with ideas.
Because your brain's relaxed?
Yeah, or driving. Because I don't have a phone, I can't edit.
Right.
There's no like family or whatever. Like I told Sam, if I ever have to figure out a logistical problem for filming in the warehouse, I need to be on a flight or go get a haircut or a massage. Unless the haircut dude's trying to talk to me too much.
Oh, that's the worst.
Massage, like an hour massage, I walk away like with either a whole new content plan or I've solved the logistical problem.
And do you find that relaxing or is that counterintuitive? Because I think I'd find that relaxing, leaving with more ideas.
It's exciting. It's like invigorating.
Yeah.
Like usually I'll leave and I'll text people and I'll be like, and then recently I found out that I sent Sam a bunch of updates leaning on the paper towel section of CVS. 3 times I've done this now, where I had an idea in my head while I was driving and I went to CVS to buy something and I was like, let me just text this to Sam now. And then I sent her a picture and then I did it again. I was like, I guess this is where I communicate to you.
A creative pit stop.
Yeah. Really weird. But yeah, I need to be kind of away from things. I don't really, I don't know if it would work if I scheduled time to be in a room.
Yeah.
Because I would just grab a laptop and start editing.
Right. That's what we've been trying to figure out of how to like schedule idea times, and I think it's impossible. Like a in-office brainstorm, macro level is so much harder than just being like on a drive or in a shower.
Yeah, well, we did it with the ads.
Yeah,
like I told Sam
when there's like a goal.
Yeah. Well, I work, and I learned this from my 1 year of like pseudo film school.
I also did 1 year of pseudo film school.
And people have probably heard this a lot, but like from constraints build creativity, where that saying is.
Yeah.
So usually, like when we came up with this league that we're filming right now, it was me, you, Jake, Nikki, Zoe, all in a room, right? And I basically laid out to you guys, we need all local players. No one flies in. We need to get to like 11 games, and we need to have a fun format.
Yeah.
And I like laid out all the walls of like what can't this be, and then I feel like it's easy to figure out. So I feel like if you go into a room like, what's the idea? Let's come up with ideas. It's tough.
Yeah.
But if you come up with an idea like, okay, we need to film something in an hour. Like when we did Speed Blitzball, that was the same thing.
Right.
It was like, hey, we need most minimal editing, minimal extra time, and we need to film 3 of them.
Yeah.
And we were like, what if we just played really fast and no cuts? And then that. So yeah, I think if you do those meetings, you have to like start it with, this is what we need and this is what we can't do. Like,
yeah.
we can't do live. We can't do this. We have to do this. And then it's easier.
And then the more abstract ideas come from those random, when like you're sleeping or in the shower. I will have some things. I don't know if I've trained my brain to do this or it's just natural. My last dream will be like an idea. And I'll wake up and be like, I got to write that down.
Do you have very lucid dreams? When I was your age, I had like I was never in a deep sleep.
I don't think I have. I can't like control them.
Oh, yeah, I can.
That is crazy to me.
It's not like controlling them. It's like
you're aware.
Like something like I had a bad dream the other day about like I don't know, something involving
Food
Katie
fight?
And like I forget, but I was like, how could this get worse? And then the car door opened and like someone rolled out of the car. And that's like how like that would be like controlling the dream. It's like, wow, what if this happened? And then like it happens.
And you know you're dreaming.
Yeah, but I don't realize I'm doing that until I wake up. And then I'm like, fuck.
Right.
Why did I think that way?
Yeah.
Which is how my brain works of like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then I jump there. That's how I fight my anxiety of, what's the anxiety I have called? Extra, shit. The call to the void stuff. Like, why don't I could just drive into traffic. Nothing's stopping me from doing that.
Right.
Like, nothing's stopping me from jumping or stabbing myself with a knife. It's called the call to the void, but it's existential anxiety. That's what it's called. So I fight that by going, let's just think the darkest thought possible right now.
Right.
And then like I kind of laugh
How
in the
could it
face
get
of
worse?
that. Yeah. I think I do that in my dreams, so I have bad dreams.
I mean, I take the time to read one Slack, and you go there. Now your mom's upset.
Yeah.
And half of your
I love my grandma to death, but like would pop in the head when I'd punch my grandma. It would just be like intrusive thoughts. Some people call them intrusive thoughts. I'd be like, I could knock her out. It would just go in my head all the time. And then I'd be like, why doesn't no one punches grandma? It's like
no one punches grandma.
It's actually a really good thing because when you allow yourself to be like, this could all happen.
Right.
You're like, whoa, 99% of the time, like no one does this shit. And we all could.
Yeah, the percentage game is in our favor.
Yeah, wildly.
I feel like I missed something with the slacking and punching grandma.
He tuned out for 1 second and we got to existential anxiety.
Oh, okay.
He's mad about it.
I also have a confession. I think it might be me who messes up the mic.
That one?
Yeah.
Why, you don't like it like that?
I don't know, but I do weird stuff with it. And I think
Oh, well, this is how some people do it, but then I can't like look at you.
I've done that before for sure.
But Jake does it like this because he doesn't really look at me during our shows.
Right. He looks at the pole.
He does. Like when Talkin Yanks, I'm looking at him and he's just looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Huh? Where do your ideas come from? You don't know? You're working on that? You have a lot of ideas.
Well, I go on walks. I'll try, if I'm like, all right, here we go. I'll go on a walk and come back with ideas and shower. I always try to put it in the shower. Which is good because I shower like upwards 2 days every day, sometimes 3.
2 times a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of them are for cleaning, some of them are for pleasure, some of them are for ideas.
Idea showers.
Yeah.
Lukewarm.
So that'd be my recommendation.
Walks are good.
Walks are, well, I don't have a car too, so my feet drive. And kind of that way. And then that makes my brain drive. You want me to ask you another, or are you just chomping at that bit?
You know what I got mad at today? YouTube recommended ideas. You know how they're doing all these things for creators on the back end?
Yeah.
And I really like them. I like their thumbnail help. I like their weekly recaps. The most recent, and they did 2 bullshit ones recently. One was like, diversify your content. And it was like, do stuff like this. It's regular. And do stuff like this. It's evergreen. And it's like, you just tell me what the fucking views tell me.
Yeah.
There's the actual substance of the content's the same. It was just the audience reacted different.
Like on main channel?
Yeah, they did it on main and they did it somewhere else. But here it's like, duh, we know that this is the once a week. And then today I opened up YouTube and it was like, here's some ideas on the main channel. And I honestly, I'm such a piece of shit. I was like, oh, here we go. Fucking YouTube thinks they can tell me ideas. And then it was like, other people that follow you follow these guys too. And I'm like, don't tell me that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like I specifically want to avoid that.
Yeah. TikTok has a feature where it will show you what your average audience member, the videos they've like recently liked.
Yeah. So
and I'll go through it. I'm like, what's going on?
Get your ideas here is what it said. And then it says, get inspired by your audience. And then it had some comments. And like the comments aren't even great. Like this comment is from Big Daddy Schnooks. And it says, are you serious? This country is so soft. It's ridiculous. Well, where's my idea from there? YouTube?
Politics, maybe.
Like, this is bad.
Big Daddy Schnook.
Explore what your audience watched recently. And then it had a bunch of other stuff. And then it had like other channels they're watching. And I was like, I don't want to know all of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to just go copy other people.
Yeah. I don't get the audience part. Especially if they're not making
It's like they also watch Pat McAfee. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Duh. So I don't like when I don't like fishing for ideas in the same playground that we are.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't go listen to other Yankees podcasts or other baseball podcasts to get concepts for talking Yanks or talking baseball.
I kind of think the only way to do it is like pretend that they don't exist.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, all right.
Otherwise, you do end up just like sharing like a thought.
And it gives you the benefit of the doubt because if I don't watch like We Get Ice competition, then if it's parallel thinking, I know it actually is parallel thinking. I'm not subconsciously copying.
Yeah, I gave you guys an idea once, but it's because James, my son, was watching How Ridiculous a ton of times.
Yeah.
But I still think you could do something with balloons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of fun.
Also, when the channel's too big, you can. I mean, it's not even copying.
Tiny balloon on Zoe's bat, and he throws darts. I think that was my idea.
That is good.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow. Dart. The big dart.
Have you done anything glow in the dark and filmed in night vision or filmed in night vision?
No, we've had troubles with night vision because it's hard to film.
You need like a handy cam and to be pretty close.
Yeah. Or in what is the green one? Infrared? No, that's infrared. Infragreen?
Yeah, infragreen. Rhett and Link is on my YouTube. Did you do that to me all the time now?
I didn't do anything.
They have weird you and Zoe vibes. One time he wore a Rhett and Link shirt, and I was like, "That's we have that We Got Ice shirt."
His shirt does look like me and Zoe.
Yeah,
that's just because it's silhouette.
But they had a night vision thing where they were playing darts in night vision, and it was you could see it perfectly, but they were pitch black. There's something there. We did a whole game in glow in the dark blitzball, and it never got edited or saw the light of day.
Well, it started, but it was bad.
Jake was so scared.
The warehouse is the perfect spot for it because you could make it pitch black.
Yeah. No exterior light.
One of the darkest places in the world.
Rhett and Link are you and Zoe, older and less athletic.
Yeah, and they're both like engineers.
More southern.
But I was talking like
they can sing. They can both sing.
You're like a plastic engineer.
I'm a PVC merchant.
Yeah.
Is what I call myself.
Let's rip through a couple of rapid fire questions here.
For both of us.
Yeah. What would be your guys' walk-up song if you played in the MLB from Cheezer164?
What was your walk-up song for Blitzball Battle 3?
We didn't have them, did we?
Yeah, he did them on the piano. Mine was Black Parade.
I
was
so I think mine was bling, 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 bling. It ended up being Trev's.
Oh.
So that was mine, and I said, I was like, no, give that to Trev. Because he was hyping it up more.
I always thought Church Bells would be really cool. You have to be pretty good to pull it off.
Yeah. I was thinking about this in the car yesterday. I don't think I should play it. But you know when Christmas rapping?
That was a bad bell, you know.
You know the Christmas song, Christmas rapping, I think it's called? Or just
oh yeah.
That would be mine.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And it's like a Christmas song, walk-up song.
I wanted to do Hallelujah, but then we thought it was better if Lou did that.
Yeah. Because he's religious.
Apostles' Creed.
Any Creed song. Don't even have to be an apostle.
Yep.
I have a question.
Oh, snaked. Matty got snaked.
Yep.
Get snaked. What's the percentage split of what you make serves you versus serves your audience?
Oh, that's a good question. That's interesting because it's how you frame audience.
Right.
Because everything serves me and our like core audience. But then there's like new audience or fringe audience.
Yeah.
So
or like the 1.6 million subscribers. That's the audience.
Yeah. So that's like, you know, I jumped on that Mahomes breakdown really quick, and I jumped on the LeBron breakdown really quick. Mahomes one I was interested in. The LeBron one I really had no interest in.
Right.
At all. But I knew if I got it requested so many times, and I knew that if I did it, it would get us into a new audience place and new somewhere. So I started doing it really quick at home. And then I get like halfway through and I'm like, oh shit, this is fun. Like there's multiple angles here. There's different audio. And then I get into it. And then by the end, I really like enjoyed making it. But I only started it because it served. I think the better way to frame what you're saying is serve the company versus serve me.
Yeah.
Something I know will get views and will like help like revenue and ad sales. Because I think we built this by the audience that like our main audience likes whatever, likes doing new shit. Like they like, and that which is great. Like they love like the weird things we do and the stuff they're not asking for. So in my brain, at least I say serves the company. So like doing the Mahomes one and the LeBron one, that's like serving the company.
Yeah.
It's like making sure we hit our clients' ad sales and all of that and like get it out. And, you know, I have to make 2 or 3 breakdowns a week to keep the company. Not anymore, really. We're really not dependent on it anymore. It's kind of, but like there's sold, so I got to go. So I would say it's like 90-10 most of the time. 90% me and like the audience I want. Like Warehouse Games, no one asked for that.
Right.
And no one asked for like JJTV shit. That's just us having fun. And Things You Missed is totally for me and like the audience that likes new shit.
Right.
So yeah, I would say 90%, 10. But if like I love something and there's no audience, then I'll stop doing it.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess it has to serve me and the at least core audience.
Has some potential.
Yes. Otherwise, like we've stopped doing laps from the past because at the time it was doing pretty good. Like it was maybe getting 10K average, and JJTV was getting 10K average episode, and we stopped both those because of time constraints.
Right.
And they weren't the biggest thing that Jake and I were doing. They were like 5th on the list, so we stopped them. But I loved doing those. So we have stopped, I guess, because of like the numbers aren't there. Same with NHL Hits with Joe's. I loved doing that. That was so fun. But they average like 3,000 or 4,000. So it's like, as a company, we can't really do that.
Right.
I've had to really switch my brain to the creator and then like company. Like if I say the sentence and I change like the company needs this versus or the company needs this versus I want to do it. Like I have 2 different answers sometimes, and then I need to do that battle with myself.
I feel like Cricket's a good example of it working because it's a new audience. Yeah,
new audience. So that was because people were a little weirded out or had doubts, and I had to show them. And we've talked about it on here. Like, no, look, like this got 500,000 views. This one got 800,000 views, 800 baseball, and that had 20,000 new audience, and this had 200,000. So, but I'm not like chasing Cricket to chase views.
Right.
It just so happened that like I was like, I think this will get new audience, and then it picked up because it's bat and ball sport and all that.
Yeah. So,
mostly I want to get back to a place where I can just like do whatever I want to do, have ideas and do them.
90-10's that's a good split.
Yeah. It doesn't feel bad when you do the other ones anyway. But like that LeBron one, I was going to have to do a breakdown for DraftKings. We talked about this because they needed it by Sunday. And I was like, there's nothing I'm interested in doing right now. Can you push it? And they pushed it. And that was Mahomes. And Mahomes happened Sunday night. And then they got Mahomes.
Yeah.
So I was like,
win.
Thank you for working with us because it's way better. I was going to do this hockey player in some minor league hockey got a penalty for shooting a chicken nugget at a fan. They threw a chicken nugget on the ice. He flicked it back and got a penalty. But there's no replays or footage. So I would have had to drag out this like 20-second bit. It's a good headline, but it doesn't really. So, yeah, I would think my split would be more me versus company needs. Mm-hmm. Do you struggle with that with We Got Ice?
No. I think the voice of We Got Ice has normally just been whatever I'm interested in. And it's stayed in that thing, but like creatively, if I'm like, oh, this is the editing style I want to do, that just finds its way into the content. I think eventually there'll be a split, but as of now, I think it's kind of the same. There isn't that separation.
Yeah.
Yet.
What about like We Got Ice 2 channel? Have you been? Is that for you, or are you trying to find a middle ground of non like playing content that serves you guys and finds an audience, or do you just say you're having fun doing what you're going to do and this will grow?
It is more out of, it's like strategic necessity, like kind of like, oh, down the line, if because sometimes a big bottleneck can be like my arm. So like, oh, if we just sit down and figure that out, that's easier. So I was really interested in that too. So I think that's more, I don't really have to think too much about it. And then he kind of takes care more of that second channel.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you guys had come up with it when I was going to suggest it.
Yeah.
Because you got a tight schedule on the main channel.
Yeah.
And there's people that probably want more. That's why we started JJ.
Right.
Jomboy and Jack TV. Or Jomboy and Jack Radio at the time. And because we were talking too much on Talkin Yanks about non-Yank stuff. I was like, Jake, we got to stop.
Yeah.
We can't recap our weekends for 20 minutes. People that don't know us.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, I do this and I should instruct people is go click a podcast because you're interested in the sport or the game, and then find out how fucking annoyed you are when they're not talking about the sport or the game or the movie or the TV show.
Yeah.
Like if you just tune in and you don't know the hosts, which we all want people to listen that don't know us at first, and they're just not talking about the topic.
Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast lost me because I was like, I want you to review the episodes, and it's just a day in the life podcast mostly. They don't actually talk about the episode. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I think everyone kind of thinks, because like the comedy podcasts, a lot of the bigger ones, they can do anything. But like when it's specific, and then you start growing the audience, and you're like, oh, maybe people care about my breakfast plans.
Oh, they
like,
actually,
no.
I had to be reminded because I'd be like, Jake, everyone watched it. And he's like, no, some people didn't watch the games. We need to remind them. I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, you're right, actually. Because like when I went on vacation, I tuned in and Talkin Yanks, and they weren't doing a recap. I was like, guys, what happened?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. I'm the audience.
It's like when you do the show so much, it's so natural to you.
Yeah.
But then you forget, like, oh, if this is someone's first episode.
Yeah. And that is also structure helps so much, which I know, but sometimes I get reminded, like, you want to know, like, okay, don't worry. This conversation is going to die, and they're going to do this next.
Yeah.
I always think it's probably good advice that I should share with everyone is go listen to other shows when you're interested in the topic.
Yeah.
And when they're like, boom, 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 you're like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And when they talk about their weeks for the first 20 minutes, you're like, stop.
Yeah, that is. Kind of, it's like real life, too. Like when someone's just talking too much.
Yeah.
That's related to Between the Bases podcast asked, what advice would you give to aspiring podcasters trying to work for you? That was for Jack.
Okay.
No, that's for Jimmy.
Well, I'll just change it to kind of like we're looking to bring on one or two more creators next year. Our parameters right now that we're searching for are, because they specifically asked for working for us, right?
Working for you, yeah.
Be in New York City, local. Like we really put an emphasis on being able to be in the same area and use all the resources we offer, like use editors, use sales team, use marketing, use all the other creators, be in each other's shows. So definitely want them to be able to come to the office 4 or 5 times a week. Depends if you're shooting remote, like you guys go to the warehouse. Another is want to build your own thing and then also want to build stuff with us. So Jack, Zoe, Jolly are great examples of that. Like their Jolly Olive channel, We Got Eyes channel, We Got Eyes 2 is like own stuff, but then they're very much part of the warehouse, part of JM Baseball, part of like all this other stuff we're doing, events, showcases. So we want someone that is double-minded there. They're like, they don't want to just do one or the other. They want to build their own and they want to be part of us. And we help facilitate in any way. I was like, on the own stuff. I really don't like, someone asked me like with Jolly, I was like, I've never ever talked to him about his own channel, like advice or this advice. I'd always use Lucas and use their stats and sales team to get help, but I would never tell him like content wise, which I think is like, that needs to be a perk, not a detriment. Like we're not going to probably produce your own shit. You kind of just need to run and go by yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, be really hungry and dedicated. Like being a creator means working harder than everyone else. It's all it is. It's like how they say the baseball players that reach Major League Baseball aren't the most skilled players. They're just the players that could show up every fucking day and work to like the top of their potential every day for 180 days. That's the same as being a creator. You can be like, you can be very funny and very creative, but if you're not going to like work to do the social outreach and the promotion and like keep a steady routine, you're not going to really make it. So you have to understand that. Like you have to keep going and going and going. I would say those are the mindsets we're looking for. So if you're a podcaster, do that on your own and then you would come to us and say, hey, I want to be part of all this, but also I want to keep doing this on my own and grow it. And maybe this can become this and this and this. If you have a baked in audience at any level, that's great. You guys were very big on TikTok and Instagram already.
Yeah.
We had how many on YouTube? Like 5,000 or 10,000 or
Didn't
really have one, and now it's 220.
Yeah.
Which I think was the concept when we like talked to you about joining. It's like, hey, let's try and build long form, and it worked pretty well. So I would say that's it. Do you have what's your insight on joining? And obviously we've been like a crazy company for the last 2 years of figuring out who we are and how it works. That's how I think we've had the best success.
Yeah, I always say like having a vision as a creator is really important. Like you have to know your plan. Like with Jolly and us, like us just knowing what the channel's gonna be allows us to like be in other stuff too. And like you have to have like that blind faith of what you're creating.
Oh yeah, you have to be young and dumb.
Yeah,
and like, nope, I want to do this. And in 10 years, you're gonna look back and be like, why did I have so much confidence?
Yeah.
Like, why did I think that I could just sit down and talk about the Yankees? People would listen.
Yeah.
And then you have to be, so like, yeah, you definitely, and I have to remind myself now because I have like more like doubt because I'm like, this isn't worth the time. I have successful things. It's not, and I'm like, no, fuck that. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
You have to be like, like have a vision and be like blinded by doubt.
Yeah.
Like, or doubt is, you block out doubt or whatever you want to say.
It's really weird to look back at old videos and for me to like say to myself, I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
And it has like 10 million views. I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't do that like now. It's like, no, I should, like that's how it started.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it changes. Like on Twitter, you can't be the same person you were back then. And that's how we really got big.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I watch old videos and I want to cringe and be like, what am I doing? I'm like, no, wait, that was very successful.
Yeah.
People like that.
Yeah.
Do more of that.
That's where audience validation, I think, is actually good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's bad, but like if you look at a really old video, it's like, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's like, oh, the audience liked that just as much as they liked the current day stuff. It's just time has passed. Yeah.
I got really into making the breakdowns really polished as if I was making like, I don't know, there's like real final form videos and they were taking a lot longer. And I kind of realized that rubbing some of the polish off was what I did. And it was like more casual. So I've been trying to just like cut out less, make them a little shorter and a little more like fun. Like I have one coming out soon and the end, it's a cricket one at the end. Did you watch this? And at the end, like I just kind of like my brain goes foggy. What do I say at the end? And I just go, man, end of this breakdown stinks. Something like that, right?
Yeah, it got weird. Like you were trying to explain something, it got all long-winded, and then
punching
you
your
do the
grandma.
DraftKings ad read, and then after you say, man, the end of this breakdown sucks.
Yeah, and then I just left that in and cut.
Cloud of mystery.
Yeah. I was trying to explain, I know what it was. The way they describe pitches and the way we describe them is different. We describe them from the pitcher's point of view, and they describe it from the hitter's, and it fucking kills my brain. Like we would say arm side run
is a screwball.
Yeah, if you're a righty, it goes to your arm side. But they refer to the batter, so they say leg break or off leg break. So like it's like literally reversed. So it confuses me. Yeah.
Landon left his standard Goof and Gaff question. He said, what invention do you wish could erase from ever existing and why? We'll probably do this, and then we'll hop over to the game that you have.
Nuclear bombs.
Good one.
Europe,
yeah. If it just kind of never started, a lot of like world colonization probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Religion? That's an invention.
Organized?
Yeah.
Time?
Organized religion.
Yeah.
People invented that. That's led to a lot of mischief.
Yeah. Most wars.
Yeah.
The clock?
I heard someone say recently, in a religious and non-religious way, I'm praying everyone watches their back. And do you know that was you?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Who's that? How do you see that? That was my talking head?
Yeah, I'm helping the edit. It's ridiculous.
That was
talking
good.
Head.
That's good.
In a religious and non-religious way.
I have one more question.
Yeah. All right.
I think.
Okay.
What's the most important thing you don't do? So when you started handing off stuff to employees, what's worked out best and what's worked out best?
What do you mean? Like creatively?
Whole company wide.
Ooh, that we don't do.
Yeah. Or that you personally
don't do. Like you stopped all the sales meetings, gave that to somebody else.
Hold on, reframe it. I'm not, so like something the company does that I don't have my hand in?
Yeah, like saying you started doing everything.
Yes.
And then once you built out a company, what's the most important thing or your favorite thing that you don't have to think about?
Oh, it'd be on the business end. It would be introductory business calls. I hate idle conversation, and you have to have like 3 meetings of bullshit before you get to the point. I was talking about this on some show yesterday. So I had to stop. I really don't like, and I don't like all the business jargon they say, and it's all bullshit. So let's just talk high level. No, why don't we talk about what's fucking real and not Fantasyland?
Do you have any?
I told Corny that once, she laughed at me. She was like, Jim. That's what everyone said. High level, I think maybe we could do. Yeah. I'm like, you think we can do that? They're like, well, not right now. I'm like, what can we do right now?
Yeah.
Stop wasting my time. Well, I used to like, because when I did all the content, like I'd have very little time. So if someone wanted to have a meeting with me and they just wanted to like chat, and that was what everyone did, because they just wanted to like, and it would, some real big roles at other networks, like real higher ups would just, I'm trying to think if I can get that across without naming names. I don't know. People that did awesome shows, produced awesome shows that you know of, or a big deal at networks, or done documentaries that were like crazy big. They would just, let's just chat. And then I'd get on the call and be like, well, what are you up to? Can you tell me about your company? I'm like, oh, fuck. I thought we were going to like, I was excited about doing something.
Yeah.
And then we're getting better. Those calls are getting better, but I don't like being on, and I still have to be on some when they're really big, but I don't like being on those calls or business calls. I like being on lawyer negotiations, but I don't get to do that anymore because it's not worth it. But I like arguing with lawyers a lot.
Do you have any steps in the content where you're happy that you no longer do
them? Socials. I feel bad for socials. I think we need to help that department out more. I think the company's kind of working on ways to do that because it is such a grind. So that's why I'm like, I'm glad. I mean, for 3 years, I covered every single Yankees game. And I would cover them like nuts with all original videos and all original quotes and content and GIFs. And it's 162 games in 180 days. So like I missed 3 in like 3 years, I think. So I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. And now there's a team of people that do that. And then merch returns. That world stinks.
Yeah.
Jake had that task in 2019 for a while, and he was like, dude, this paralyzes me. I can't do it. And I was like, it paralyzes me too. So I think we used to make whoever else was available, can you do this? Because you get fine people. Hey, the wrong size. But then you get just people looking for money in return. It was like, what? Can't do that. I'm very glad I don't do that anymore.
I'm so curious because we received a return a few weeks ago. Do you know this? It was a red hoodie, and it was supposed to be like a Phillies one from the postseason. It had the slip in there with the Phillies. They just sent us a red sweatshirt with a South Park characters on it. And I don't know if they strategically did this to just get their money back with the free Phillies, whatever, or if they genuinely made a mistake when they put the sweatshirt in. I don't know.
That's happened before where because we use a company that supplies a bunch of companies.
Yeah.
So it has happened where like they've ordered a shirt from us, or I've ordered a shirt from our own store and gotten a shirt from another store, and then I've went on like the website, like what store is this, and found it. So it could be that
our distributor sent them.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, but like mistakes like that happen, and when you're doing like customer service emails, people like want to like kill you. No, you owe me, and you owe me more. I'm like, well, it's a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I don't do that anymore.
Why would anyone want to return a South Park hoodie?
Yeah.
Especially in red.
All right, you want to do your game?
Do you think Jack can help you?
If I need it, yeah.
Okay.
Confidence, I like it.
This is the game for Matty. I have Well, there's a lot, so you can cancel some out. 1, 2, 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 different YouTube channels here. This is 2023 view distribution from videos versus shorts. And you have to tell me what channel is what. Do you think you can do this?
I genuinely have no idea. This might be the easiest thing or it might be the hardest.
So long form versus short form?
Yeah, shorts versus videos versus live stream. So on YouTube.
Talkin baseball, whatever one is the most long form views and the least short form views, give me Talkin baseball.
Well, do you want to come fill it out?
This is a paper game.
First ever written test on an audio podcast.
Yeah, you have to I can't you're not going to memorize all this stuff.
No pens.
I got 5 pens on my desk. Jack, do you think you can find a We Got Ice in here?
Yeah.
That's going to be middle ground.
Rude.
Did you say middle ground? I think he meant even distribution. Right. I think which is like the best.
Right.
Matty's looking for a pen.
Pen looking.
I think having all 14 might be hard. But you have to put your headset back on. Can't hear you.
I don't even know the 14 channels, I don't think.
Not having the channels listed does make this more.
Do you want me to give you the list?
Sure.
I think it'd be easier if I just looked.
Don't look. That's cheating. I can give you a list of channels that are on there.
Oh, but it has the number of views?
Yeah, it has the number of views as well.
Oh, I'll get all 14.
Let's let Matty.
You going to get all 14?
Yep. Here's the warehouse. 117 million shorts views. Oh, yes. Shit. Here's a channel with 119 million shorts views.
Okay.
Oh, but the live stream has... Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
I believe in our YouTube Wrapped, we had like 130 million total. So if there's one where it's like 119 and then 11 normal, that could be us.
See, I think that's right here because you don't live stream.
0 live stream minutes.
I should have blanked the live stream. That's going to be a big clue.
Yeah.
What are you looking at now? Tell us the numbers you're looking at now.
So
are you looking for outliers?
Yes. So the warehouse is going to be a ton of shorts views because of the Lou and the shorts like that. There's 3 channels that have over 100 million shorts views. One is 127 with, oh, no, this is video views. 127 million video views. So
that's good.
Main.
That's really good. Well, how many short views?
27 million. So that's main.
Not that even of a distribution.
But there's a shorts channel for that.
And then there's 2 channels that I was mentioning. 119 million shorts views with 8 million video views and 221K live stream views, which seems warehouse. And then 117 million shorts views, 10 million video views, and 1 singular live stream view.
Is that We Got Ice?
Did you ever do a live stream that only you saw?
This year? Not to my knowledge, but it's very...
Test it for 1 second. That's a mistake. That sounds like could be We Got Ice. Or do you have more regular views?
What were the numbers for main?
100.
Or long form for We Got Ice?
10 million. Yeah,
I mean, probably.
This sounds like it.
Yeah.
Do you have any live streams on that channel that you accidentally clicked on?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't even think I know how to work.
I think it's a glitch.
Yeah.
We Got Ice. And then that would leave the warehouse as the other one.
Okay. So you've identified the 2 that have way more shorts views than views. But 10 million views is still good. How many the warehouse? Oh, I'm not going to say. I know it.
This would clock in the warehouse at 8 million video views.
So that's your guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? The best performing videos are like...
Oh, this year?
This year.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Year.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of this game, the numbers are nearly identical for a lot of these.
It's a guessing game.
You can't figure it out.
That's not true.
He has no idea.
All right, so the live stream views is going to be the next big factor because Talkin Yanks goes live for their biggest product. So
Are there any other channels that do like sneaky well in shorts? That just post the most?
Shorts, there's one channel with 6 million shorts views and 2.8 million regular views, and then 1.4 million live stream views.
I know what that is.
Wake and Jake?
I think you should get that.
Can I have the list of channels? This is a very difficult game.
Okay, I'll give you the list.
Okay.
Morning, this channel.
Oh.
Okay.
Warehouse.
Yep.
JM Baseball. JM Football.
Yep.
JM Entertainment. Talkin Yanks. Talkin Baseball. Talkin Giants. Jomboy Media. Wake and Jake. Inside Boxing Live. We Got Ice. Jolly Olive. And JJTV.
Does Jolly crush shorts?
He has a few that go. He's not gonna have low shorts views. Like I think some of his have like popped a big number, 300,000 or something.
Jolly's might be like. Is there one that's really even?
There's a couple that are really even.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you want it to be.
So the next thing I'm gonna do.
You want the videos to be a good number. That's all.
Yeah.
Like if Warehouse is the one Matty thinks it is, which is 8 million main views and 150 shorts, you want the shorts to stay there and the main to go up to like 20.
Right, yeah.
That would be like my goal next year.
But also if the shorts views weren't that high, 8 million would be like 8 million.
Yeah. It's still good. It's really good. It's just the shorts get you new viewers.
Yeah.
But you can't get revenue from them, really.
Also, that channel has, like, the highest shorts are so mega viral.
Yeah, the flagships are nuts. Warehouse. Okay, do you want me to put a timer so you just guess?
Sure.
So you don't think yourself to death?
Yeah.
I'll give you a minute.
What? A minute?
Sounds like you want to think yourself to death. What did you think you were going to get? 2 minutes?
5? I
All
mean,
right.
if
two
I'm
and a half.
at
2.5 it is. Me and Jack will talk, and you just get to work.
You just get to work.
You know, where are your proctors right now? You're the pupil. I thought some of them were very interesting to me. Like some I didn't realize, like, oh, that channel does good on shorts.
Yeah.
And then I think more what I was looking for is channels that don't do well on shorts.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's fix that. Because I feel like you can just edit a little better.
Yeah. And shorts then lead to main ideas.
Yeah. But have you had success? You started making shorts out of moments from the main videos. Did you stop doing that? I know you did at one point start doing that.
Yeah, we started short form. So short form is kind of our first instinct.
Yes.
And
but didn't you start like doubling it up? Like if it was like you pitching to Zoe in the big video, do you take any of your anything but a bat home run derbies and make shorts out of the clips from the main video?
Not really.
I thought you tried it once or twice.
We've tried it. Didn't really have a lot of success.
Yeah, it's what we're finding right now is the breakdown. We've had, this isn't like a 1-for-1 because we've had some go off.
Right.
But the social breakdowns I do that aren't part of a bigger breakdown, that it's the first time this topic's being covered, almost always crush.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. But I choose them.
And it's not shot in any different way.
No, but I choose the topic for what I think will match the short formula.
Yeah.
So that
the delivery's probably
that helps
quicker.
a little bit. But sometimes the things you miss, they get cut up into that and it works.
Right.
Or we've had some success with moments from breakdowns. But it is interesting that if it's like, just if we were to just take a scene from a full and put it, it's like YouTube knows, this is duplicate.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I'll see. I mean, it obviously is possible. I'll see sometimes.
Kev re-edits them now.
Yeah.
Like I'll send him the raw breakdown of my face in it, and he kind of reassembles it. So I think that helps.
Yeah. I'll see. I think the editing and like the presentation is so important, but then sometimes I'll see people just take a video, put it horizontal in vertical, where most of the screen's just black, and it will have like 50 million views.
That pisses me off.
I've seen that with breakdowns. People do it with our videos, with like Mr. Beast videos and stuff, where it's just they're just watching a YouTube video on TikTok. So it's like if the content's crazy enough, like it works. But
my LeBron embarrasses America ping pong video, that was a in joke for me. Just the title, LeBron embarrasses America. It got 3 million views on TikTok, and it's getting 1 million on YouTube as well. But that's not part of any bigger thing,
right?
But I didn't think that was going to do well. I just thought it was funny. Like me and Kyle, I told Kyle the title, and we just giggled. Yeah. And people aren't even commenting about like, I thought it was typo or LeBron, really, which is kind of nuts. My MacGyver video did really well on Twitter. Well, we've had some really weird ones.
That's where the shorts views are weird too, because sometimes it will go crazy on TikTok, and then you remember that being a good video, but then on shorts, like it never took off. Or on Instagram, it went crazy. Instagram
is the only outlier for us, but if it goes big on TikTok, in like a week and a half, it will go big on YouTube, which is really weird. It's
Instagram's our outlier too.
I did this field hockey shootout, and I told Kyle, I think this one's going to do really well because you want to watch to the end, and it's got 1.1 million or something like
that. For all like the bad attention span, like rap TikTok has, I think that like if there's a game or like you gotta wait till the end, I think people's brains are really trained for that on TikTok. Where people will do like drafts or like here are 3 things, and then like people will stay till the 3rd thing.
Yeah, we noticed in some titles when we were like 2 crazy plays, people stay.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the ones I do just for that, and a lot of the cricket ones on TikTok do really well, which is weird, I think. We're just starting now to have success on the main channel with shorts that are from big breakdowns, or they're shorts that are specifically made. Because we were doing it for a while, not having any big returns. We get like 40K. But we were dumping them at 3 a.m. Because I didn't want the people that subscribe and have notifications, I didn't want to annoy them with shorts that they've already seen the full thing. But that was a bad strategy. Kev was like, hey, can we just put them at normal times?
Yeah.
I think, it's going out on me. We've had a couple do really well. I actually like coming up with those. Actually, it's more when I watch a game or like a weird thing, and I'm like, ooh, that would be a good 1 minute, because it's less daunting than like I need to put together this full video.
Yeah.
He's laughing to himself.
Well, I landed the last thing that oh, no, there's 2. Oh, fuck.
But it is funny. It takes about 2 weeks. December 7th was 2 weeks ago, and that LeBron video on YouTube is now.
Yeah, very weird. We've had.
The first week, it's like nothing, and then the chart takes off.
Yeah, that's so strange.
YouTube short algorithm is really odd.
We had 1 week over the summer, I think, and I think we were like in some sort of YouTube, like they were promoting us extra, and we were like a showcase creator, but we like didn't know until after. But we had a week where we would post a short every day. It was an at bat or something like that, and in the first day, it would have like 1 million views.
That's weird.
And like that, and then it kind of went back to normal. But shorts are normally, you post it and it's like, all right, like 10,000 views today, and then in a month, it's at like 6 million, and you're like, oh.
It's really the rich get richer. Like that Lou video on YouTube still is like our most. It's crazy. Field hockey shootouts on YouTube, it also is at 622, and like there was 2 that I handed to Kyle, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I think it's gonna do good." And then it did good, so I rub it in his face now. Also, I have 3 edits from Warehouse Games on Warehouse Games TikTok, and I am I have 4. My last 3 for 3 getting like 200K views. Nice. Also been obnoxious about that.
I finished.
Okay.
And I'm not confident at the end anymore.
All right. But I'll wear the proctors, so you don't get the satisfaction of feeling it to yourself.
Well, do the ones I'm most confident. Do main.
Okay. You guessed that this channel that has 127 million views on videos and 28 million views on shorts was main, with 10,000 views on live streams. You think we went live on main?
There's no channels on there that have 0 live stream views, which confuses me. So
1 for 1, correct.
Do you do live?
No, but I
views.
think those might be live streams that were from a previous year that people went back and watched now. Okay, which one are you confident in next?
Warehouse.
Okay, Warehouse 120 million. Shorts 8.6 million. Videos, correct, 2 for 2. So that's one where I want both those graphs to kind of get closer to each other.
Do ice.
We got ice. You have as 117 shorts views and 10 million main videos. Yep, we got ice. 3 for 3.
That's such a drastic split.
Yeah.
Now
it's kind of like Warehouse.
So those were the 3 that we did before you guys started talking, and those were definitely the 3 I was most confident in.
Right, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. So now what?
Do Talkin Yanks.
Talkin Yanks you had as 6 million views on shorts, 2.8 million views on videos, 1.4 million on live streams.
So this could also be Talkin Baseball.
Yeah, no, but I think I didn't realize that shorts and videos was
correct. 4 for 4.
Confidence.
You knew it.
Know it.
Yeah, that one surprised me. I didn't think Talkin Yanks was a channel whose shorts got a lot of views, but a lot of the Boone clips went like big. I guess. I don't know what those shorts are. You're proud of yourself now? 4 for 4? You're feeling like cocky and hot?
Yeah, do JM Entertainment.
I like seeing the Boone clips on TikTok because it would be people who are like just Yankee fans and don't know the company.
The top 3. So there's no short on YouTube that got on Talkin Yanks that got 1 million. The highest is 400,000. And the top 3 aren't Boone. Weird. Which one do you think is
JM Entertainment?
You're 4 for 4.
And he's going JM Entertainment next.
Kind of risky play.
Yeah, it's risky. That's all.
You don't want to go jolly.
I'm riding the hot hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a crazy risky one. 655,000 video views and 359,000 short views. I don't think this is JM Entertainment.
Oh shit!
It's not. Wrong. Wrong.
Okay, leave it.
Well, I gotta mark it.
You can
wrong.
That's fine.
You can make amendments and revisions.
Yeah, one swap at the end.
Okay.
Oh wow, one swap at the end. Okay.
Talking baseball. Do Talking baseball.
Talking baseball. Talking baseball. You guessed is a pretty even split here. 13.1 million video views and 10 million short views.
Seems really high on the short views.
And 487,000 live stream views.
This is TV.
Wrong.
Okay.
And I knew you were fucking that up as we were doing it. I didn't help you out.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. What are you confident in next? You do have one more right on here. At least one that I've seen, I think.
Are these real numbers or did you make them all up?
Talking Giants.
Talking Giants. 5 million short views, 4.9 million video views. Wow. That's very, very even. Wrong. That's Talking Baseball.
Ooh.
Now you can't amend that one.
Never planned on it.
Okay. Do you have any other guesses?
This channel.
I think you got this channel right.
Of course.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh.
Matty.
Disappointed.
Hey. I was in it.
Matty. This channel has more shorts views.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guessed 1 million video views and 740 short views, Morning. Maybe you had them flipped. You got that one wrong. That's JM Entertainment. JM Entertainment had 1 million video views. 740,000 short views.
It had 1 million
Do you think
views.
you have any others that you want?
No.
Okay. Well, your guess for...
This was extremely hard.
Yeah. You thought you were going to do good.
No, I didn't.
Well, when you said I got the view numbers too, you were like, I'm going to go 14-14 real fast.
Yeah.
That was a quote you said.
It was.
Okay.
I will say, if we do this again, can you make it so that the video and shorts views are very obviously look different?
I can't because I just screenshotted YouTube. You thought the one you guessed was Talking Baseball with 487,000 live stream views is JM Baseball. We do the playoffs live. So, but I was surprised. JM Baseball is really good. It's 13 million video views and 10 million short views. That's a nice.
So I knew that Talking or JM Baseball. What did I guess for their? I knew that the live streams would be there.
Maybe you just had those flipped. No, your JM Baseball guess was Talkin Giants because they go live a lot.
Yep.
We should help them out on shorts if we can, but they do pretty well. And then,
well, Pennick shorts crush, right? But those don't go on his.
Yeah, those go on. Well, I don't know where we JM Football probably.
Because on shorts you can't.
The one that you thought was JM Entertainment was Wake and Jake. You're so mad.
I'm not mad.
He's really mad. You got JM Football correct.
Don't care anymore.
End with
5.
a win. We'll end with
if
a
you
win.
get 2 more, you go 50%.
No shot.
You got JJTV. Wrong. You guessed it as this channel. This channel, 1.1 million short views, 680 video views. So you did kind of have it maybe like reverse.
JJTV was the last one. That's when I let out the sigh or whatever, because that was the last one I placed. And
you got Jolly Olive correct. You're 1 away from going 500.
I knew it.
Do you want to quit now?
Do you want to quit now? Or do you want to keep going?
To cash out.
There's.
If the goal was to get 50%, I would love to cash out.
You should cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got 2 left.
You got to get one of them right, according to my numbers.
Yeah. Inside Boxing Live. Do you think you got that one right?
I was actually pretty confident.
They got to be high in shorts. Yeah.
Shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I forgot that was in there. I was confident.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You got 7 right. You got 7 wrong. 500. Good job. JJTV does not do well enough in shorts. It bothers me because I feel like that content could do well in shorts.
Yeah.
Like all the gut stuff and like GeoGuessr, like there's tons of shorts of geoguessing.
Yeah.
And the gut stuff. So I'm like, how do we crack that code? How do we edit it to make it work?
Nice.
Good job, Matty. 50%.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
Or not. I think if I had...
I think that's good.
I mean, I took way longer than when your timer went off.
Yeah,
but
that was nice of me.
Oh, very, 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 very nice. I think I had 4 filled out at that point.
You think anyone else can do this?
I think that if I was given...
You think Diversa could do this?
Yeah.
He just looks at the numbers all day.
I think if I was given infinite time, I would have gone 12 or 14.
I mean, that's... If my aunt had a wiener, she'd be my uncle. Yeah. We got to leave the room. Episode's over. Enjoy your Christmas. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, hope you have a miserable time. I hope you enjoy whatever you do.